Welcome to my channel and another video. Today is quite a big day for me. I'm not quite sure when this video is going to go out, but I'm coming up for having been on YouTube for 1 year. I haven't yet done a video eating in my car. Loads of other channels have, so I really wanted to get one done. Now, I have not driven in over 2 years. So this is going to be my first time taking the car out, and I'm going to be completely by myself. It's a Saturday morning. The roads will hopefully be reasonably quiet, but they're not going to be really, really quiet because I'm going to drive to Burger King to film a video there, and they don't open till 10. I'm feeling quite anxious. I'm going to leave about 9:30. I need to remind myself where the indicators are in my car. It's not a long drive. I think it's probably about 15 minutes each way, but the nickname for the place I live is Polo Mint City because there are so many roundabouts, and there's also quite a few traffic lights and areas where I'll have to do quite a bit of lane switching. Now, I know some YouTubers film themselves while they're driving. I am not doing that. I just feel, for me personally, I need to be 100% focused on the road and the traffic around me. And if I am filming myself and trying to talk to camera, I'm going to be distracted. My car is also ancient. I got it in 2011. It has had a flat battery, which is one of the reasons I haven't driven in so long. I was originally told I couldn't drive because my BMI was too low and all the binge purging was upsetting my electrolytes, and I just wasn't safe, to be quite honest. It's been about a year where I have been safe, theoretically, because I'm still binging and purging a lot. My electrolytes, they're fine. They have been fine recently, but at the start of this year, they were going a bit askew. I know myself when I feel if I'm safe to drive or not, and I'm not a natural driver. The only reason I passed my test was because my brother, who is younger than me, was taking lessons, and I decided he couldn't possibly be able to drive before me, and it gave me the kick up the bum I needed to learn to drive. But I've never enjoyed driving. I do it because I have to. I just wanted to tell you guys how I'm feeling at the prospect of driving again. I'm going to have to get my flamingo out of shot because that's just going to be annoying. I have made it to the Burger King car park. To be honest, once I started driving, it was like I'd never stopped. So I'm proud of myself. I'm just waiting for Burger King to open now so that I can place my order and do my video. But I thought since I've got time, I would just give you a quick update. So, yay me. I don't know if you can hear the dripping, but you can certainly see there is a leak in the corner. Water is dripping onto the floor above my ceiling. My neighbour, who lives in the flat above, is not in, and I do not have any way I can get hold of her. So I had to put a note through the door, which I did this morning, and then I had to put another note through the door to update her and let her know water is now coming in, because in the first note I said that it wasn't, because it wasn't. So yeah, now I'm that annoying neighbour that writes passive aggressive notes. There's nothing I can do, but I'm not going to stand and record the rest of the video in here with that dripping noise, because I'm doing everything I can to try not to focus on that sound, which I can hear in every single room of my flat. So let's go through to the living room. Clearly this is not the same day as when I began this video, but with the unlisted ones, they may end up being ones that are recorded over a period of several days. Last week ended up just being really, really busy for me, and I haven't really had time to sit down and film the rest of the unlisted videos. So I'm getting it done today. I am doing okay, I guess. I'm still struggling a lot to cope with being the size that I am, but I'm just getting on with eating what it is that I need to eat, and I'm ignoring the voice screaming at me to try and lose weight, because what's the point? What is the point? I have not come this far to go backwards and do it all again. And if you are struggling at the moment, just try, I forgot to put my phone on silent, just try and focus on each day at a time, each meal at a time. Don't think too far ahead. Try not to worry about things that have happened. If you binged, you binged. It's in the past, you can't change it. All you can change is what you do going forwards. And please don't beat yourself up if you do binge. I still binge and purge. And it was actually really reassuring to be told by one of the members of my ED team that this is something they would actually expect to be seeing in someone at the stage I'm at. I'm at the point where I'm really being pulled both ways, but I am leaning so much more towards recovery. So that means that the eating disorder is fighting as hard as it can to hold on to me, and it will give up eventually. It will lose. I am a stubborn bitch, and when I dig my heels in, I really dig my heels in. My ED team do know about my podcast. I felt I should tell them. It's highly unlikely they would have stumbled across it by accident, but they might have done, and they might then wonder why I hadn't told them about it. So they know, and they've given me really positive feedback on episode 1. That's all they've heard since I've seen them last. And yeah, 2 different members of the team have both told me how much they liked it, and one even sent me a card, which was really unexpected and really sweet. So the next episode is going to be on, what is it on? It's on where to begin with the recovery. And I guess it's an episode that's aimed at somebody who maybe wants to recover but just isn't sure where to start. So it's not something that's going to be applicable for everyone, but there may be something in there that will be useful. And if not, I mean, you get half an hour of me waffling at you. I mean, that's a bonus. That's something everyone wants, isn't it? I had planned to go into Glasgow at some point to film, but wonderful ScotRail are having pay disputes, and my train service, which was 1 train every half hour, has been reduced. And so I'm not going to be going into Glasgow anytime soon. There is no way I am going to try and drive in Glasgow. Even before I had the long break from driving, I wouldn't drive there because there is a one-way system in Glasgow, and it's hell. It's absolute hell. And parking, oh, I don't have any exciting plans, and I haven't really done anything exciting. I've done a lot of filming and a lot of editing and a lot of researching and a lot of recording, but none of which I can really tell you about because it's all for upcoming content and I don't want to spoil the surprise. I need to make plans to film with Alistair again. I so want to do that. It was so much fun and he loved it as well. But it's fitting it in around his other commitments because he has a full-time job. He also does some performing, and so there's that to take into account as well. As well as driving, I took another really, really big step for me and applied for a freelance job. I don't think I got it because I've not heard anything. I didn't expect to get it because it was the kind of thing where there would just be so many applicants. But just the fact that I even applied is a massive deal. Anyway, I have definitely gone on for way too long about nothing much in particular, and this is probably one of the most boring videos I have ever made. So if you have watched this far, thank you, and also well done, because it probably hasn't exactly been fun. I do have an Eat With Me video that I would like to get filmed this week, but I'll just have to see how things pan out with that. Please do take care of yourselves, and I'll try to make the next unlisted video a bit more interesting if I can find some way of doing that. But for now, take care. Bye.